At some point in your life, you will face a situation that pushes you to the very limit. This is not something that happens only to you, it happens to all of us. We tend to believe life should only hold happiness, deceiving ourselves into a false reality. No matter how hard we try to avoid it, difficulty will come. But here is the good news. As human beings, we have the capacity to control, to a greater or lesser extent, the emotions we feel. That capacity allows us to face complicated situations more effectively and with less suffering. Having that capacity doesn't make it easy. No one teaches us how to manage our emotions correctly. And that is exactly why today I want to talk to you about temperance, one of the 4 Stoic virtues. Temperance is the capacity of a human being to do things with moderation. Here, I want to focus on the temperance of our emotions, a quality that seems entirely forgotten in today's society.
Before we go further, if this wisdom speaks to you, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. You can also follow me on social media for more Stoic content. The link is in the description.
Let me tell you a story. A king once gathered the wisest men of his court. He said, "I have commissioned a beautiful ring with a diamond from the finest goldsmith in the land. I want to hide a message inside it, words I can turn to in moments of utter despair. A message for my heirs and their children, small enough to fit beneath the diamond in my ring." All who heard were great scholars who could have written great treatises. But crafting a message of just 2 or 3 words to fit beneath a diamond, that was a very different task. They searched their philosophy books for hours, but found nothing worthy of the king's wishes. Yet the king had a beloved servant, a man who had served his father, cared for him after his mother died, and was treated like family. The king consulted him too. The old man said, "I am not a wise man, nor a scholar, nor an academic, but I know the message." "How do you know?" asked the king. "During my long life in the palace, I met all kinds of people. Once a teacher was a guest of your father. When he left, as a gesture of gratitude, he gave me this message." The old man wrote the message on a tiny piece of paper and gave it to the king. "Keep it safe in the ring. Open it only when you find yourself in a hopeless situation." That moment came sooner than anyone expected. The country was invaded. The king fled alone on horseback, his enemies in pursuit. He reached the end of the road. Before him, a precipice and a deep valley. Behind him, the enemy. He could hear the hooves, the voices, the enemy closing in. It was then that he remembered the ring. He took out the paper, unfolded it, and found a small message, tremendously powerful at that moment. "This too shall pass." In that instant, a great silence fell over him. His pursuers had been lost in the forest. The hooves no longer sounded. The king felt profound gratitude. Those 3 words had been miraculous. He put the paper back and reconquered his kingdom. On the day of victory, music and dancing filled the city. The king felt enormously proud of himself. Then the old man appeared at his side. "Dear king, the time has come to read the message once more." The king replied, "Now I am experiencing euphoria and joy. People celebrate my return. We have defeated the enemy." The old man said, "This message is not only for desperate moments, but also for pleasant ones. Not only for defeat, but also for victory. Not only for when you are last, but also for when you are first." The king read the message again. "This too shall pass." And once more he felt the same peace, the same silence, even amid the celebrating crowd. The pride and ego dissolved. He understood at last, the bad is as transitory as the good. The old man told him, "Remember, everything passes. No event, no emotion is permanent, like day and night. There are moments of joy and moments of sadness. Accept them as part of the duality of nature." One of the keys to mastering our emotions is to understand that what we feel in this moment will not last forever. Do you know anyone who has only ever felt happiness, or anyone who has only ever felt sadness? In both cases, the emotion does not last. When we experience a sad moment, it helps to accept that this sadness will pass. Acceptance is not resignation. It is not passivity or agreement with what is happening. It is simply recognizing that many things that happen to us are not under our control. Acceptance leads us to proactivity. If we can do something or change our situation, all our energy should go in that direction. Equally, we must not cling to happy moments. Enjoy them, but in moderation, without letting euphoria make us forget that this moment, too, will pass. Those who forget this are never prepared to face difficulty. They live in a bubble that sooner or later will burst. A Stoic enjoys the moment but never forgets the reality of life, just as they endure hardship without being consumed by uncontrolled sadness.
That is temperance.
And temperance is applicable to every emotion. No emotion, taken to extremes, becomes something positive. Yet virtually any emotion managed with moderation can bring us something positive, even the negative ones, because they teach us. In the words of Seneca, temperance is a virtue that consists of the control and moderation of impulses and desires, so that they do not drag us toward excess or deficiency. Temperance is a pleasant harmony of feelings that results from a life in which desires are controlled and reason is the guide. Epictetus. And in the words of Marcus Aurelius, temperance is the virtue that helps us govern our passions, avoiding extremes and maintaining a balanced and moderate life.
Do you have any techniques for mastering your emotions? Share them in the comments. I look forward to reading your answers.
I hope this video helps you on your path to mastering your emotions. Temperance demands effort, but it is absolutely worth it.
In future videos, we will explore the other 3 Stoic virtues, practical exercises, and more tools for everyday life. If temperance speaks to you, like this video, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a lesson in Stoic wisdom.